What's going on, Leaf Spring Army of the Enforcer YouTube channel? I'm Andrew Mercado, also known as the Hot Dog Man.
I'm ashamed of the hot dog man. I'm ashamed of the hot dog.
I thought I'd take time to explain who I am. So I'm a 30-year-old veteran. I served in the U.S. Army from 2012 to 2022. I was a blessing to be able to serve in the U.S. Army. I was a sergeant. I was able to lead soldiers. I was a squad leader. I was stationed in Alaska, deployed with a tour overseas in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. And through that time, I was able to lead many amazing soldiers, right? Be among many amazing leaders in the U.S. military. It truly is going to be an experience that I carry with me for the rest of my life. Army values are instilled within what I carry through my journalism, with how I talk to people on the ground, how I have interviews. I very much respect what the U.S. Army stands for and the abilities that it gave me. After I got out of the Army, I struggled for a while. I fell into the wrong crowd. I started abusing drugs. Big shocker, I'm a drug addict in recovery by 5 years. Many of you guys hear jokes on the Enforcer YouTube channel about a meth addict or a crack addict.
I don't deal with crackhead losers. I don't like, if that guy wants to keep doing what he does, making headpieces, he can go at it. We're going to keep laughing at the guy.
Never once touched crack though. Crazy. I saw somebody doing it one time and that was nuts. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is some extra. I don't think I would do that. But I don't hide that from anybody. I'm actually proud of my recovery. I'm proud of how far I've been able to come from being almost homeless once I got out of the military to working hard and now being in my second apartment. This is the second place I've had by myself. I had roommates. I'm roommates in the military. You're with 59 other guys at all times. You're with your entire company, or you're with your platoon, or with your squad. You're constantly with people. And then when I got out of the Army, I lived with my grandparents, and then I lived in treatment facilities. I went to the VA hospital for 30 days, didn't work, went back, relapsed, spent a couple years struggling. But then in 2019, I got my act together, and I've been clean from cocaine abuse and any hard drugs since 2019. I'm proud of everybody in recovery in the LSA community. If you are struggling with drugs and alcohol in any capacity, I'm very proud of you for stepping up to the plate and trying to fix that. Not everybody is able to do this. People struggle with this. People can't come to terms with this. But if you have been able to, even if it's for 24 hours, I am very proud of you for doing so. In 2020, I started independent journalism, going out in the streets of Minneapolis and providing news coverage of the riots that were taking place. Buildings were on fire, people were running, screaming, there was no police, no law enforcement. So people were trying to find any type of thing to find news journalism of what was going on the ground. I ended up staying out there for weeks. I was only going to be out there for a couple days, but my community ended up keeping me out there longer than I had initially planned. So I stayed with the protests for the rest of the year, a few more riots through 2021, and then it came to my coverage of the war in Ukraine. And I've been covering the Ukraine war similar to how the Enforcer covers it through live stream. Every night we have a live broadcast at 7 p.m. Eastern time, going through all the latest news and events on this channel, and I've been doing that since the very beginning. Through this coverage, I have had the blessing of being able to go to Ukraine. I went there personally. I was able to talk to Ukrainians, see how they live, see the front lines. I spent time in the trenches. I spent time where they live in the trenches. I spent time with an artillery unit. It really was an experience. Not only this, but I was able to fundraise multiple vehicles, and I've delivered them personally from Tallinn, Estonia, all the way to Ukraine. I plan to do this personally again in July, which my channel is prepping to fundraise so I can get back there, as well as another NAFO truck. Andrew Blevins and Matthew Blevins of The Enforcer started calling me the Hot Dog Man.
These YouTubers that do this kind of stuff, including some, I don't know, say hot dog salesman, some ambulance guy who wanders around Ukraine a little bit, and then maybe another one, but he's kind of on the fence, so we're keeping an eye on him.
Once I have two theories of why Andrew Blevins and Matthew Blevins of the Enforcer YouTube channel call me the Hot Dog Man. First time it was referenced was when I got a job at the Minnesota State Fair to help fundraise one of my trips, and well, not really fundraise, but work to pay for my trip so I could get to Ukraine. I didn't want to ask my community for money at the time. It was last year. The counteroffensive was coming. we were really focused on getting drones and support to Ukraine. So I was like, I'm just going to get a second job, and I worked the state fair. The second time I heard it was when I shared my appreciation for the hot dogs that are in Poland and Ukraine, which I still love, by the way. Those things are super cool. They have a unique design that the United States doesn't have, and it's actually a lot cleaner to eat a hot dog in Ukraine and Poland and Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. It's the same style. However, it is very clean to eat it that way, and it keeps all your condiments inside of it. It was pretty amazing when I saw it, but then apparently Matthew Blevins decided to make that a bit.
Mercs suck.
Hot dog water?
So it is what it is. I'm the hot dog man, and I wanted to explain exactly who I am and what I'm about. I care about Ukraine. I care about the work that I do for Ukraine. I also care about misinformation. And in 2022, your channel hosts were posting some incredible misinformation regarding the Crimean Bridge. Unfortunately, the Crimean Bridge has not been destroyed, contrary to countless clickbait titles that the Enforcer, your YouTube channel, puts out on a regular basis. So I called this out, and ever since then, we have been beefing back and forth. I don't think that is ever going to get better between myself and Andrew Blevins and Matthew Blevins of the Enforcer. However, I am extending my hand out to any Leaf Spring Army that want to become part of the Renegades community. You're welcome to come and go as you please, as long as you care about Ukraine and support independent journalism. You don't have to agree with me on every point I make. You don't have to agree with me on every topic I cover. I would just like anybody that's in the LSA, the Leaf Spring Army, that actually cares about Ukraine, cares about NATO, wants to see Russia destroyed, cares about democracy. You are welcome in the Renegades community. I have no beef, no quarrel with the Leaf Spring Army community. You guys have been doing absolutely amazing, raising like $5,000 a week on Sundays. That is absolutely incredible. Coming from our community and the Renegades, we also host some fundraisers, but you guys have been doing absolutely amazing work. Just think, if we could work together in the communities, how much money we could fundraise for Ukraine. I think that's an excellent idea. You don't know how much your channel hosts make fun of me, harass me, threaten me, lie about me it's on a nightly basis, because you guys hear about this hot dog man and his YouTube channel and his friends, and you guys never know who they're talking about. Well, that is me, and I welcome you to the Renegade community. Thank you guys for watching the video. Again, if you support Ukraine, if you actually care about being a part of a community that supports Ukraine, thank you so much for watching. Hope you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And Renegades, I'll see you guys on the next one.
Дякуємо за авто підписникам Mercado Media. В цей час воно нам дуже необхідно.
Дякуємо глядачам каналу Mercado Media за збір на цю автівку. Слава ЗСУ!
Слава Україні! Я головний сержант 2-ї саперної інженерної роти 33-го окремого інженерного батальйону. Хочу висловити подяку Меркадо та його підписникам за таку чудову машину. Ця машина нас приведе ближче до перемоги. Побєда за нами, слава Україні!
Hi guys, today I want to appreciate the Mercado Media, all the friends and subscribers, and the Navy community for this wonderful pickup truck. Slava Ukraini!
Героям слава!
Dear friends of NAFO, my name is Pete, hasta la vista, from Project Constantine. This beautiful beast was donated to the brigade that we're friendly with in the forest here, 67 Brigade. 69th Infantry Brigade donating to 67. It's pretty cool. I keep bumping into this vehicle in the forest. We never have time. We never have time to actually make any videos or get inside your vehicle and do any missions with it, because we're like passing ships in the night here. But Mercado Media, Andrew, you NAFO supporters, it's beautiful to see this grand vehicle that you've got for this brigade, because it's a reliable vehicle, and I've never seen it anywhere other than in the forest. I've never seen it in the garage. And yes to that, and all Ukrainians must live. Bakhmut is Ukraine. This forest is Ukraine. And Mercado Media and NAFO, you guys are here supporting us, man, and we freaking love you to pieces. Thank you for what you're doing for the soldiers of Ukraine. God bless you. To victory. Do peremohe.